y'all. This is a pretty late night feed, so I'm going to keep it kind of quiet. Indigenous Cosmini Queens. Anishinaabe Ojibwe Kwenda. Pagachita Kwenda. Indigenous Mama Aki. Indogain Busy. Hey y'all. You probably won't catch this live feed tonight because I'm up really late. But I'm hoping you all watch it tomorrow. My name is Mimi Kuntz. A lot of you know me as Butterfly. And her name I'm very proud. And the reason I'm up late tonight is because I'm cutting fabric. I got word today that Wisconsin got locked down. Shortly after the outbreak occurred, I actually ended up in Minnesota, so I'm here in Minnesota now, and I have a lot of loved ones, and I'm a rural member of Bad River, and come from that area, and so I have a lot of people that are in my heart right now, as I hear their state now has officially locked down in their stay-at-home order, which to me is code for your die-in-place position in the military, known as your DIP position. So, I spent a lot of time researching the surgical masks to try to protect my loved ones and Indigenous people, communities, starting from the community I'm in right now and flourishing out from there. So I did a lot of research, and I put some of the data on my Facebook page so that y'all can get the information too. And I was looking at some of the things that I was looking at was the protective capability, what the rate was of exposure with this protective gear made homemade, do-it-yourself, using different materials for one particles. I spent a lot of time tonight, though I kind of got sidetracked because I was working on the cotton ones, the 100% cotton. I'm trying really to lead by example. Masks for the people across Turtle Island, I'm asking all the supporters of the Protect the Sacred Water Walk to please join me, and I'm inviting everyone across Turtle Island, especially Indigenous peoples, to focus on our communities and the people right next door, because just as our people on the front lines don't have masks, our people in our communities here where I'm at right now, there are no masks or wipes or toilet paper or any of that stuff. So tonight I got really sidetracked because I started researching my non-woven interfacing that I'm going to iron on my fabric. And because I had the particle rates for vacuum cleaner bags and cotton and mixed cotton blends and just regular scarf and silk, I was really searching hard because I wanted to give you people the data of what I was giving you. I abandoned that though, and the reason I abandoned that is because we have nurses in New York City saying that they'll take a cloth mask made out of cotton. It's better than nothing, and they have nothing. And as I'm looking around, we have nothing. The hospital here is closed. There's my dear one's older brother, who is an elder, an old one. Dedicated, so loyal, he could have took the time off, but he's got people who count on him for transport to dialysis. And when he asked for a mask, there weren't any to be had. Bonjour, y'all. I can't believe you tuned in this late. Y'all are really hardcore supporters. Really, I'm totally honored that y'all joined me. Miigwech. Please hang out because we're totally going to be super cash. So the reason I stopped researching is because if nurses are looking for any kind of cloth mask, that tells me that if I put this non-woven, that's very, very important, because woven is like the cotton, it's coming through still. It does have a lower particle rate with the cotton. However, if we add that non-woven interfacing, I'm not going to keep doing the research. We have people out there on the front lines in the healthcare facility asking for plain cotton. So I figure if I can reinforce it with non-woven interfacing, then that's an extra layer of protection. And I'm going to say that it's got to be close to a vacuum cleaner bag. But anybody out there, you know, if you want to call me on it and do the research for me, Hoa, I'd be really thankful. But I, on the other hand, do not have the time to continue to do the research because I see the need in this community. I hear my friends in other states. I've traveled a lot, and a lot of you who know me personally, you know I've traveled a lot, and I have a lot of friends and endearing ones throughout the United States, just like I'm sure many of you do. And I'm hearing, you know, things I need to hear that let me know I don't need to be researching this any further, because the longer I research it, the less time I'm making Mass. And that's why I'm sitting up here late tonight doing this late night lay feed, because I'm sitting here cutting my squares up so that I can get the interface on them. I'm staying up tonight because I think time is of the essence. I'm in Minnesota near the on the Mille Lacs Res, and I feel like it's creeping. And to me, this is a sickness that is washing grief among the people. And I'm going to do my best to serve the people in this time, not only with my prayers and my love, but with my hands. Work with what you got. So, anybody who wants to challenge the cotton mask, this is what I got to say. It's better than nothing. And if you don't believe me, ask the nurses in New York City who are on the front lines. The interface woven, it's an extra layer of protection I'm using because when I went in to buy this fabric, the woman looked at me with a real deep look in her eyes and said, "You're making masks, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she asked me if I was a nurse, and I said, "No." And so I explained to her why I chose to make masks for the people of Turtle Island. And as I explained it to her, she told me, "Well, let me show you what the nurses are coming in here buying." And so I purchased the non-woven interfacing because that was exactly what the nurses had been purchasing that were in there that day before me, the same day earlier. And I also got only a little bit of elastic because the nurses had bought much of that as well. We all have to take what we believe in our hearts needs to be happening right now. This is an invisible enemy that makes each one of us toxic to each other. If we don't want to protect ourselves to that point, then we need to think of others. So I have, in the middle of the night, and I really hope everybody tunes in later, I actually have a special announcement. I was thinking about doing things like, I've been on the walk, and the call up to the pipe carriers across Turtle Island. I'm so humbled and thankful that to know that smoke's carrying from east to west in that direction. What I thought would take me months has happened in days. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pledge. And at sunrise today, I'm going to start my pledge. And so I chose a red one for MMIW. And because a lot of people know that I'm very, very, very involved with MMIW because of my own personal stories. So here's my pledge. My pledge is to lead by example. The women who are mentors that are so endearing to me and have so much patience with me. Oh my goodness, y'all. My mentors, they have so much patience with me, y'all. Chimigwage. Chimigwage. And so my pledge is, as of sunrise today, I will be putting on my mask and I will be wearing it all the time. I'm going into full quarantine. And when I do remove my mask for things like smoking a cigarette or something, I'm going to step out into the fresh air where I'm isolated. And I'm not doing this because of where I'm at, because, we're not showing any signs of sickness and anything here yet. We haven't had any reported cases here yet. I'm doing this as a preventive measure because I made a promise to Ray St. Clair, who I have mad respect for. And I promised him that I would protect myself so that I did not become infected and infect others. And so he asked he stressed the importance of my own life and how I need to embrace that practice. I'm always walking with protect the sacred teachings and all these things, practice what I preach. All life is sacred, including my own. But more importantly, I wouldn't want to get sick and get possibly hundreds of people or loved ones sick. So that may not be my situation. I don't know, because it's an invisible killer. What my situation is, though, is I'm going to bring awareness to our needs for masks across Turtle Island. And my pledge is then to wear my mask, full quarantine all the time, except for, like I said, when I step out for cigarettes outside or anything like that. And that is to lead by example, to encourage others to start taking the same steps in their environments. Not only when you go out shopping, but within your home, because if one of your family members gets sick, all of your family members are going to get sick if you are not taking some kind of precautions in addition to what we're doing in our normal house cleaning routines. So I want to thank you all. I'll probably tune in a little bit later when I start sewing some more, but right now I just wanted to show off all the pretty squares that I'm cutting. I've got a nice stack here going, so I'm going to get sewing probably here in a few minutes, and I'm really thankful that you all are here with me. So I'm asking you all, as of sunrise, mine will be on, lead by example. I'm asking others to please join me in the making masks, the masks for the people across Turtle Island movement, but also to join me in the awareness movement by placing our homemade masks on. It ain't that bad, y'all. I actually look pretty ninja in it, don't I? I mean, like, I'm all ninja'd out. It looks pretty cool. I'm looking like I'm frontline ready for the resistance for MMIW. I feel like I feel comfortable. It's not, I'm glad I made it. It's not hard to breathe. It's probably hard to understand me, and so my live feeds are going to get pretty interesting. I might have to take the mask off for the live feeds now that I try it out. We'll see how that goes. But I don't think so. I think I'm gonna state of the commitment. As of sunrise, it's on, because if you all can't understand me with the mask on in the live feed, how are you going to understand me with the mask on in real life? And so I'm going to lead by example, y'all. Oh, wait. And wear my cool red mask, because we have MMIW out there right now, and we don't have the ability to go search for them. And honestly, I've been pulled away from my focus on MMIW right now, because my focus is on getting the elders and the immune compromised and the people in indigenous communities these masks for protection. So I really can't believe y'all just, like, I've got a couple watchers here going on, and it's so late. Y'all are really hardcore supporters. Mad respect. Chimigwech. I'm really thankful. And so please, I know a lot of people that are in my personal life that I know y'all know how to sew. I've seen you bust out some blankets, and I love y'all. So I'd like to see you do some of these masks. I'm going to try to take it step by step once I get to the sewing machine. I just kind of wanted to get things out there tonight, and I'm going to keep doing it throughout the night. Like I said, right now I'm cutting my squares. See y'all? Show off my little cutting board area here. I've got it all ready for me to measure, and I got the rotary cutter. That's how I'm getting so many squares done so quickly. The washing machine was getting fixed, so I've even been washing the fabric by hand. Like, I'm dedicated to getting this done tonight. I probably should be sleeping, but I feel a lot of anxiety with Wisconsin going on lockdown with my loved ones there, and I can't be there with them. And I'm here with my other loved ones. I'm here with my family and my heart family, and they love me, and they're my loved ones. But I also have loved ones in Wisconsin that I miss too, and I'm worried about them as well. And I'm worried about all of us, all the people. And so I can't sleep tonight. I have insomnia. It's part of my PTSD condition. So I'm definitely in high stress levels, and my PTSD is actually from multiple things, including police brutality. So, you know, Big Brother is always a problem for me. And, well, the way Big Brother treats me when I'm on sacred walks doesn't help. By the way, Holly, if you catch this live feed, Chimigwech to the Water Protector Legal Team Collective for fighting for our freedom. Chimigwech. Really honored that I'm free, Holly. This is a sincere thank you. I'm really thankful that I'm free, because I think this is really important, and so I have 2 more hands to enter the mission because of that freedom. And so yeah, y'all, I'm gonna turn the music back on, and I'm gonna go cut up some interfacing, iron it on, And I might do some shots of the interfacing. Probably not. I'm probably just going to talk to y'all more when I'm hanging out by the sewing machine sewing tonight. I really can't believe y'all tuned in. What are you all doing up tonight? I'm actually looking at the comments. It's so late I can keep up with the comments even. Let's see, I got at least 4 people watching me right now. What are you all up to tonight? Are you sewing masks? Are you thinking about it? Are you scared of lockdown? Like, leave some comments. Let me know what's going on with you. And let me know, what you think. And always looking for guidance, advice, or a good laugh right now. Definitely could use some good toilet paper jokes, y'all. So, yeah. Jimmy great, y'all. Stay safe. Nimi Mukun, still strong, still standing. Giga Waba Memino Wa. I hope.